Good morning, good night, good afternoon, hello, 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 whatever part of the world you're on today. This episode of As the Tarot Turns is brought to you on purpose with purpose. I am your host, Nacho Mama. Some people call me Crystal, some people call me Criddle, like Riddle with a C. Either way, Nacho Mama is a personality, not a person. Today we're going to read for the collective of Libra, the Libra collective. See what sort of messages Spirit has for us today. I can say us because I have 6 placements in Libra. So we'll see what sort of messages Spirit has for us today. I truly appreciate you all being here. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you so feel inclined. Hitting that little like button helps put me in the algorithm. Sharing my page helps put me in the algorithm. Saying hello. It's just nice when people say hello. Hello. So thanks for stopping by. Please feel free to say hi. Libra. See what sort of messages Spirit has for us today. Libra. Universe, Source, Spirit, please use me as a conduit to express the best message for Libra's personal growth. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Libra. Please and thank you. So mote it be. Amen. Excuse me. 4 of Wands. Celebration, huh? That's like putting all of your manifestations and seeing the rewards of it. That's like working together in a group to get things done, to see things through. Whatever you've been manifesting, whatever you have been out to achieve, that's seeing those results. You know, that's a very celebratory card. You know, that's celebration with other people, that's celebration for yourself, that's celebration from Spirit. I mean, hell, even the kitties are in on it, right? That's definite celebration. Time to celebrate, Libra. The Death in reverse. Archangel Azrael. Azrael is like my most favorite archangel of them all. So something is still alive. Like there's not going to be an end to the celebration. I feel like the majority of your suffering, you know, everything that you've been through, everything that you've gone through, all the betrayals, all of the experiences that you've had so far in this life have brought you to this celebration. You know, celebration of yourself, celebration with others, to finally figure out who is worthy of celebrating with you, you know. We have the Lovers. Some of you all might be celebrating a marriage, might be celebrating a new connection. Or there might be some sort of unfinished business with a super strong spiritual connection. What else can we tell Libras? The Page of Swords. You might be getting messages or news from a child or about a child. Some new truths come to surface. I feel like you might have some old wounds from the past that aren't quite healed yet, you know. With this Death card being in reverse there, you might have some things that aren't quite released, aren't quite relinquished, aren't quite healed, aren't quite processed. But you have the Chariot on top of the 4 of Wands, so it is all moving. It's all divinely guided and moving in the right direction, you know. Like you might feel lost at times, but even in your most lost moments, you're still being divinely guided by Spirit, Source, Universe. The Moon. So with it being in reverse, I don't think that there's anything hidden. I think you know the truth about stuff. Like, you might have found out some painful truths, you know, in the past. Like, you probably have been betrayed by some of your best friends, you know, by some of the closest people that you were with, you know, and that really hurt you for a long time, you know. But you have the Two of Cups on the split with the Eight of Swords in reverse. So you're coming out of feeling that pain, feeling that betrayal. You might have been betrayed by your very best friend, you know, but it doesn't eat at you. Like, they're the ones that have to deal with the fact that they did what they did, that they betrayed you in the way that they betrayed you. You know, that you're no longer their friend. It might hurt you, but it doesn't hurt you in the ways that it hurts them. You know, because now they don't have you in their life. You know, and what did you lose? You lost some friends that betrayed you with the very first chance that they got, you know? But you got to be careful who you talk to, who you tell your secrets to, because open ears are open mouths. You know, when you tell people stuff and they can use it as tools against you, you know, you get into one fight and then they go and throw you under the bus, or they, you know, go and run to your ex and hook up with them. You know, they use the information that you gave them to hook up with your ex, you know. Like, I remember when I was younger, that's what my mom's best friend did to her. She was in therapy with this woman, and every time that she complained about my dad to this woman, you know, that woman was just taking all that information as and used it as a tool to win him. You know, oh, well, he hates it when I do this, and he hates it when I do that, or he's not into this or this or this. And then that woman presents all of the things to him that my mom wouldn't do, or, you know, used it as a tool in order to win his favor. You know, my dad ended up marrying my mom's best friend after they got divorced. You know, so be careful who you confide in, you know, because not all open ears are there for actual compassion or for listening or for understanding. Like, and I think you've learned a lot about that, Libra. I think you've learned a lot about the way that people, in the element that people can betray you, the way that people can betray you. You know, you've learned to keep yourself to yourself. You learn to stay in your lane. You've learned to not fly off the handle and, you know, go spill your business all over the place. You know, you've learned how to not be reckless in your emotions, in your thoughts, in your actions. You know, you've learned to not assume things. You've got the Temperance card here. So you've learned to balance your emotions throughout whatever hardships you've faced in your lifetime. You know, whatever betrayals has happened to you, whatever experiences life has thrown at you that is supposed to break you. You've risen above all of them. And it's taken some time, Libra. I think it's taken quite a long time. So you have the Six of Pentacles. It's also a card of celebration. I feel like the hard times are over. Yeah, the burdens, just as I'm saying that, the Ten of Wands comes in reverse. So the hard times are over. Like, you're not carrying these burdens. You're not carrying on to the pain of what other people have done, you know, that's out of your control, you know. You've learned to take responsibility for what's yours and to relinquish the things that aren't. To put down some of them sticks, you know. Don't carry those burdens. Don't carry that hatred, that grudge, that, you know, bitterness. I think for a point there, you were really, really angry and bitter with the world. You know? Yeah, Knight of Wands. Felt like everything was out to get you. Everyone was out to get you. Felt like you didn't have people to confide in. It's like your best friends betrayed you, you know? Your lovers betrayed you. But you have the Wheel of Fortune. I think the time of suffering is over. Whatever happened in the past is like the worst of it is over, you know? I don't know about y'all, but there's not too much in this lifetime that I can experience that's any worse than anything that I've already been through. And it's like it gives a sense of peace, you know? Because you have some new love on the table. You have some sort of new spark. Another ace, right? Back to back, man. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. You have a lot of new coming into your life. New love, new passion, new vision, new understanding, new approaches. You know, and this is something that you've manifested. This has been very, not only divinely guided, but you've put your own energy into it. And look, the Ace of Pentacles. That is 3 aces with the Magician. You've manifested this new beginning. Whatever these new people that are coming into your life, whatever new experiences that you're having, like you've healed and let go so much that you can experience and you can enjoy whatever new is coming into your life, Libra. Let's see what we can get from the Patch Tarot. Deck switch. You might have new opportunities in love. You might have new people, you know, trying to get your phone number. You've been giving your phone number out. You might run into somebody at the grocery store and you know, just have this instant spark with someone. You might be at your work, you know, and somebody new walks in, you know, or somebody that's been walking in for a while and they finally decide to give you their number, you know. And you've learned that even if it goes bad, that you don't have to accept any of these people in your life. You know, you don't have to accept their number. You don't have to make a one date the all there is. It's like, you know your worth now, Libra. Yeah, you're intolerant of anything less than you deserve. You're intolerant of anything that's not, you know, anything that doesn't give you that divine spark. You're intolerant of any conversations that don't involve like growth and potential and love and understanding. I just feel like you've become real intolerant of anything that's lower vibrational. And you've resolved a lot inside your mind and inside your heart. And now we have the pure divine spark of love. The Two of Cups. There's definitely new love on the table, whether that be in romantic relationships or friendships or co-workers, or like you have this new outlook. This new perception that you're putting into place in everywhere and everything that you go, you know? It's like you're not just using your newfound perception only in one area, you're applying it to all areas of your life. You're practicing and applying and learning and growing. Yeah, investing. You're very cautious of where you invest your energy, where you invest your time, where you invest your conversations, where you invest, who you let invest with you, you know? Who you invest your energy on. Who you let into your energy. You're very, very cautious with your investments now. You know, and you're practicing daily on how and where and who to put your energy into. I believe at one point you were extremely confused. Extremely confused and didn't understand what was going on. Didn't understand why. Like, why is this happening to me? Why does this always happen to me? You know? But then as you've grown through it, they call it growing pains for a reason. You know, it might have hurt real bad, all the betrayal that you've been through. You know, somebody could have betrayed you really, really bad in the past, and you held on to that for a long time, way longer than was necessary. But I mean, we all heal at our own pace, right? But we have victory here, and we have power of creation. I think you're taking your understanding and applying it, you know, and it's bringing you out of that sorrow, out of the bitterness, out of shallow conversations, lower vibrations with petty people, with anything that has to do anything with that. You're just not investing your energy or your time into it. You know, you're learning how to take action on not investing your time in things that don't need your attention or your time. But I think you have some new love coming in, Libra. And we have the Libra card, balance. You're finally starting to find the balance inside yourself. Starting to find the balance with your own emotions. Trying to find the balance in your daily life. But I think you're manifesting all this new, from this new energy that you have been practicing with, from the new energy that you have been putting into every aspect of your life. Like you are starting to open up to new adventures with this new energy. You might have had some serious betrayal in the past, you know? You might have had serious betrayal, serious anxiety, you know? Like not comfortable in your own skin, not comfortable in your own mind, not comfortable around other people, much less your own self. You were worried that you were never going to find peace in your life. But I think you're finally starting to come to a place of peace. We have the Lovers again. So some of y'all, whatever this new relationship is, whatever new outlook you have on relationship, whatever choices that you're choosing to make, they're very significant. When you choose to be happy, that's a significant choice, and it takes a lot of practice. And I think that you have been putting in a lot of work towards preaching what you, or saying, doing what you preach, and living by how you teach, type of deal. You know, by taking your own advice. It's like, what advice would I give my friend if they were in this same exact situation? You know, if I took myself out of this situation and looked at it from the outside, what sort of advice would I give to me? You know, and then following that advice that you would give to anybody else, yourself. Sometimes we have such a hard time seeing it because we're in the middle of it. You know, we're so emotionally invested or biased about one opinion or decision over another. You know, but if you take out all of your bias, all of your opinions, all of your emotions about the situation, and look at it from an outside view, you can see things a lot more clearly. You know, and then give yourself the advice, like follow the advice that you would give to anyone else. If they came to you, if it was me that came to you and I was in your position needing help, you know, what would you tell me? If you took out all the bias about it, what would you tell me? And then following that advice. And it's coming to the realization and the understanding, the knowing that you are a powerful, creative creature. You know, you are a soul living this earthly plane, having an earth experience, you know, and being aware of the fact that you are in control of your own happiness. Like, people say it's all cute and dandy to say that, but it's a lot harder to practice, you know, to practice on an everyday basis, to practice in the midst of adversity, to practice, you know, to practice holding your vibration. It's one thing to say these things. It's a whole nother to live them, you know? And I think you're really trying to live with and practice, keep in practice all of the things that you've learned. And I think you've been really closed off, Libra. Yeah, this experience that you had with your friends betraying you, you know, made you not want to have any friends at all. You know, but you spent too much time just looking at those empty cups without realizing there's people there that want to support you. There's people there that love you, instead of focusing on the people that betrayed you in these empty cups. You know, I mean, he's just sitting there staring at those empty cups in despair. You know, and I think it had to do with some sort of betrayal from some of the closest people that were around you. But that's the funny thing about betrayal. Betrayal doesn't happen from strangers. You can only be betrayed by people that you trust and people that you love. You know, betrayal doesn't come up off the street. Betrayal comes from people that you know, people that you entrusted. You know, and I think you spent a long time staring at those empty cups, not noticing how much it hurt the other people that really loved you, you know? When you go to somebody that actually cares about you and you tell them, oh God, nobody loves me. All my, you know, every single one of my friends just wants to use me, and, you know, they don't love me. And you have this person that's trying to be your friend sitting here listening to you complain about these people that didn't love you, when there's somebody right there that loves you, you know? Because we're so focused on these empty cups that we don't even see that there's a full cup right there that's being presented. You know, like, hey, I brought you this cup, you know, and you're like, ugh, I don't want it. It's probably poisoned. You know, having that sort of mentality has not only hurt you, but it hurts the people that love you, that truly, genuinely love you, because they're there. There are people there. They might not be the people that you wanted them to be, might not be the people that you thought it was, but those people are there. There is somebody there that is trying to offer you this cup, you know, that is hurt by the fact that you don't even see that they love you. Because you're so busy focused on the ones that didn't. I think you spent way too much time focused on those ones that didn't. And now it's time to celebrate. We have a bunch of cards of celebration here. Go out with some friends, you know? I mean, take the lessons that you've learned from the past. You know, the understanding, the awareness. But go out and have a good time. Go out with some friends. Go meet some new people. Go mingle. Go do things that you enjoy doing, and then you'll find the people that enjoy doing that too. You know, if you're out there doing the things that you enjoy, then there's other people out there that are doing the things that they enjoy. And if you both enjoy these things, then, I mean, you could go and do them together. That's the best way to find people that are into the same things you are, is by doing the things that you love to do. You know, if you hate going to basketball games or baseball games or football games, or, you know, but you end up at a football game, then you're going to find people that probably enjoy going to football games or enjoy watching basketball, you know? But if you enjoy going to hot springs, or going for a walk in the graveyard at butt crack 30 in the morning, you know, then you're going to find other people that enjoy the same thing. But if you don't ever leave your house and get out there, then you aren't ever going to find the people that are into the same thing you are. You know, so start doing the things that you enjoy doing, and then the people that enjoy doing those things too will follow suit, because they're going to be doing them too. They're doing the things that they enjoy. So it makes it much easier to find people that are like-minded and towards, you know, in the same mindset, if you're doing the things that you actually enjoy doing. You know, if you don't like going to the bars and you just end up at the bar, then you're just going to find people that like being at the bar, you know? So go and do the things that you enjoy, and the people that enjoy those things too will be right there with you. We got the 10 of Cups. That's permanent contentment in the realm of the heart. That's no matter where you are, no matter who you're with, you know, you're abundant. You have love for everyone. There's more than plenty there. Everything I need and then some is provided to me, says universe. You know, that's been my mantra for a long time, and it's never let me down, man. Everything I need and then some. I started adding the and then some. Everything I need has always been provided for me. Everything I need is always going to be provided for me. Everything and then some is always going to be provided for me. I might not get what I want all the time, but everything I need, I most definitely have, and then some. But I think you need to go out with the people that you love, you know? Go roller skating, go, yep, the Nine of Cups. Go do the things that you love, Libra. If you're enjoying your life, then it doesn't matter who or what or where you're at, you know? If you're out doing the things that you enjoy doing, then it doesn't matter who you're with. But you have love there. If you're asking about a new relationship, you most definitely have something new coming in. There is definitely someone out there for you. But have you found you yet, Libra? Like, do you know what you enjoy doing? Do you know who you are? Most of the time, it's easier for us to know what we don't want. Well, like, I know I don't like this, and I know I don't like that. You know, but what do I like? What do I like? Maybe start focusing on the things you do like instead of all the things that you don't like. You know, they say Libras are really indecisive, and it's not necessarily that we're indecisive. We just like to have all the information gathered before we make an informed decision, you know? We like to know all the facts of all sides of every situation in order to make a decisive, educated type of decision. It's not necessarily that we're indecisive. Usually if we know something, we're like, nope, I don't like that. Nope, I do like that. But if we're not sure, we'll take a minute to explore, to ponder, you know? I always call it the no thank you portion. If I'm trying new food or if I'm trying a new situation, you know, you don't know if you like something or not until you try it, you know? So go give yourself a no thank you portion of a basketball game if you've never been to basketball, you know, and you don't know if you'd like it or not. Go give it a try. Maybe you will. Or maybe you didn't know that you did like it until your kid started playing it, you know? Maybe it's not that you like basketball, you just like watching your kid play it. And then you'll find other parents at the basketball games that don't like basketball either, they just like their kid, you know? Let's see what sort of advice Ganesh has for us. Ganesh. What sort of advice do you have for the Libras today, Ganesh? Advice for Libras. Please and thank you. Shimodabi. Amen. This one. Positive outlook and childlike expression. Childlike expression and positive outlook. Those are both really good cards. Where'd my book go, though? Book, where are you? Oh, right in front of my face, like always. It's the best place to hide something, is right in front of your face. Positive outlook, number 29. How you feel depends on your own mental attitude. It's really hard to be completely aware and grasp how true that is sometimes. You know, we are in total control of our emotions all the time, you know? We have a tendency to tell people, oh, well, you made me feel this way and you made me feel that way. No, if we would eliminate the words you out of our context when describing ourselves, you know, it's more like, I feel this way because of this, but still we're choosing to feel that way. You know, nobody can make you anything, just like you can't make someone anything. You know, oh, you make me so angry. Like, no, you're choosing to be angry over something I did, you know? It's not that I make you so angry. You're choosing to be angry over, you know, that's the cause and reaction of, I did this action and your reaction is this. I didn't make you do that. That's just how you chose to react to it, you know? And it goes both ways. Like, we can't tell people, oh, you make me so this, you make me so that. Like, no, your action, your action triggers this emotion in me. But it's still my choice to feel however I want. And a lot of times we are programmed to feel a certain way. Okay, well, if this happens, like, we've been programmed our whole life. If this and this happens, then you're supposed to feel this way, you know? And if this happens, you're supposed to feel like this. And if this happens, the majority of the population would feel like this if this happened. Like, we have not only been programmed how to think, but we've been programmed how to respond. You know, who says that we have to feel that way? You know? It's understandable, like your tire goes out on the side of the road or something, and you feel this automatic frustration. Oh my God, my day is ruined. You know, or you could be like, I wonder what sort of adventure that this is going to come out of. You know, what sort of adventure are we on today, universe? I know you did this for a reason. Let's see. You know, and look at it more of an adventure rather than having to automatically go to this negativity, because that's what we've been programmed to think. Oh, if this happens and this happens, then we're automatically supposed to feel this way. Like, man, we can choose to feel however we want about anything we want to. It says the many faces of Ganesh reflect how you feel about different aspects of your life. Spirituality, health, finance, relationships, and emotional well-being. It is important to remember that circumstances are not good or bad, but always neutral. It is how you approach the situation that will determine your outcome. If you choose to see something as depressing, it will be. If you choose to see it as encouraging, it will be. Your mind determines how your day will go. Your state of mind has influence over your body and your relationships and your emotional well-being and how you view your finances. Every day you are so careful when considering what you will eat during that day. You have an opportunity to be just as discerning when it comes to how you think. You can conquer your moods no matter how bad a mood you seem to be in. Make up your mind that you're not going to be controlled by your moods anymore. If you do find yourself in a low disposition, take a moment to acknowledge what brought this up for you, and then take a positive action to shift back into happiness or being positive. Right? It takes a lot of practice. It doesn't just happen overnight. It takes a lot of actual practice, putting the work in to be in control of your moods, to know that you are in control of every response that you make towards anything in your life. That's the only thing we actually own in this whole entire world, is ourselves. We don't own anything else, but we do own ourselves. Everything else is an illusion of control, of ownership, you know? But we own that's like the only thing we actually own is how we express ourselves, what we say, and how we respond. Our own true emotions, our own reactions. And we have been programmed to respond a specific way. You know, if X, Y, and Z happens, you're supposed to respond like this. And that is not fact. You don't have to respond that way. You can choose to respond a different way. And of course, right away, our programming wants to come up instantaneously, you know, but the more you practice this, the more you gain control over your own reactions, the easier it becomes. Everything takes practice. I mean, it took you your whole life to be the way that you are right now. You're not going to unprogram yourself from all the programming overnight. It doesn't work like that. It takes a lot of practice. And we have childlike expression, number 12. In truth, within every soul exists an aspect known as the inner child. You can champion your inner child's emotional life by listening carefully to what you need and want in your own heart. You may have been taught to give up your own desires for the sake of others, you know, to silence yourself so you don't make your parents upset, to just lots of different ways like that. It is not necessary. Ganesha brings the guidance that not acknowledging your desires and needs takes away from your life force and defeats your spirit. As a child, you were a sensory expert. It is now time to re-stimulate your inner child's ability to look, listen, touch, and explore the world in order to reconnect with your emotions. Practice trusting your inner knowing or senses. Give your inner child love and a voice. Express your true feelings. Connect deeply to yourself on an emotional level by allowing all your uncomfortable feelings to reach the surface of your awareness and be seen and experienced. Find patience and joy in simple things. Take a step away from acquiring material things and take pleasure in the wisdom of your own soul. Love, respect, and honor your inner child. Allow time for play in whatever mode that pleases you, be it socializing, singing, yoga, travel, talking, walking, dancing, hula hooping. Just digging in the dirt, looking for rocks, building sandcastles. Build yourself a freaking blanket for it, like for reals. I think we're all children just pretending to be adults. We all have this inner child that is trying so hard to be the best adult it can be. And then we forget the joy of life, the joy of like wonderment, the joy of imagination. This is how your inner child operates. It knows no boundaries, holds no expectations, and loves unconditionally. Love just is. The who, the where, the what, the why are all conditions of something that just is. Love. Just love. Let's see what we can get from the 4 agreements. The 4 agreements for Libra. What sort of messages do we have from the 4 agreements for Libra? That one wanted to jump. Be aware of unconscious assumptions. Assumptions are made so fast and unconsciously, most of the time because we have agreements to communicate this way. We've agreed that it is not safe to ask questions. We have agreed that if people love us, they should know what we want or how we feel. I was talking about that in my Virgo reading yesterday, about how assumptions have been the majority of my own personal experience. My personal experience, by assuming things, I have made a fool out of myself in multiple different ways, just by assumption, without asking any questions, without getting any really real answers, assuming. I mean, I've assumed so much in my life. Assume just means ask you me. It makes an ass out of you and me when we assume, without asking any questions, without getting any clear communication. What else can we get for Libra? This one? Don't take anything personally. Embrace your freedom. You gain a huge amount of freedom when you take nothing personally. No spell can affect you regardless of how strong it may be. And you live without fear. If you love, you will be happy with your life, right? Especially if you don't take things personally. That's another hard one to practice. I mean, it doesn't just happen overnight. It takes practice to not take things personally. It takes practice to not make assumptions. It takes practice to own your own emotions, to know that you are in control of these things. And even once you become aware of it and you've practiced it, it doesn't happen all the time, but it still makes it a whole lot easier. The more practice makes perfect. You're not going to get it right all the time, and you're not going to get it right, the first time, but the more you do it, the more you understand it, the more you're aware of it, the more likely it is that you won't let assumptions rule your life. You won't take things personally. You won't be in a bad mood for no reason. You'll consciously, if you're in a bad mood, then you'll consciously just own the fact that you're in a bad mood for no reason, and kind of have fun with it. What else can we get for Libra? Don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinions of others. Whatever you do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their own opinion according to their belief system. So whatever they think about you is not about you. It's about them. Right? Whatever they think, you have no control over. It's none of your business anyways. It's none of your business how other people think. How other people are acting, how other people respond is really none of our business, you know? When we don't take things personally, we take so much of our power back by it just not being none of our business anyways. It says don't take anything personally. See other people as they are. When you see other people as they are without taking it personally, you can never be hurt by what they say or do. Even if others lie to you, it's okay. They are lying to you because they are afraid you will discover that they are not perfect. Right? And trust takes two sides. A lot of times people lie because they don't trust that they can tell you the truth without you abandoning them or, you know, going off the handle at them. You know, a lot of times people lie because they don't want your response. You know, trust takes two sides. Not only do we have to trust that we can tell somebody something or that we can trust what somebody is saying, you know, they have to be able to trust that they can tell us. You know, but it's always better to tell the truth and let the person make make their own decisions based off that truth. You know, everyone has the right to feel however they want to feel, to act however they want to act. But when you own everything that you are, everything that you will be, everything that you have been, you know, then you learn that it's not your responsibility to react for them. You know, it's up to them how they react. It's up to you to speak your truth. Let's see, let's get one more. One more. Don't take anything personally. We take so much personally. I mean, we take some stuff personally that has absolutely nothing to do with us whatsoever. I mean, conversations from your coworkers. I've been guilty of taking that personally, you know? I've been guilty of taking a lot of things personally that have absolutely nothing to do with me. You know? And it's been a process to unlearn all the things that I've learned, to unprogram all the programming that I've been programmed into believing, you know, to unprogram all the responses that I've been programmed to act in a certain way. You know, oh, if this happens and this happens, you're supposed to act like this, you know? It's taken a lot of practice. I practice it on a regular basis. Some days are better than others, and some days I'm completely reverted back to my old self, you know, completely reverted back to not understanding anything or acting like I don't understand anything. And then the next day I'm back to practicing again. You know, it's not about how many times we fall, but how many times we get back up and keep applying. You know, we're never going to get it perfect all the way. None of us are perfect, but we're all perfectly imperfect. So when you refuse to take things personally, you'll avoid many upsets in your life. Your feelings of anger, jealousy, and even your sadness will simply disappear if you don't take things personally. All right, Libras. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, drop down and say hi. Hi, hello. Hello. Howdy. And until next time, Nacho Mama out. Vroom, beep, beep.